Like attempting to take a selfie with the 400 mark. And we still got to get up out of here somehow. Look down into the wash where we just were, and you can see the 400 right there, headed up. Another mile or so, and I think we're going to make camp. A little early tonight, but it's going to work out logistically better. Beautiful afternoon. See the trail down there. We'll head down there in the valley somewhere. Probably make camp if we can find one. 4:30 in the afternoon. There's the water trickling over. Get water here, and then we're gonna keep going looking for a campsite. A little passive water filtration here. 5 o'clock, still climbing, still looking for a campsite. Promise of one pretty soon. We'll see if it's big enough for both of us. Day 31 is going to end right here. We're going to make this work. "5:30 a.m. Day 32 starts here. Getting ready to go. Coming up out of the valley where we slept about 5 minutes up the hill. And we'll be headed up for quite a few miles. First sunlight, 6:17. Been underway for 45 minutes, climbing 2.5 miles of up. Got a ways to go. Re-entering the Mazatzal Wilderness. Another 50 miles or so to Pine. 9:30, looking back where we came from. 10:20, after a morning of climbing, we've made it up to what's called the ridge. So I guess we'll follow it around that way. Ridge point, high point of the day. Time for a pack off. Midday water source, spring. About a 1/4 mile off trail. Yeah, stop here for lunch, I guess. It's a little bit of a view. Nice. Had lunch right over there with a beautiful view of the valley. Now we're making our way back up to the top of this ridge. Beauty continues. Up to the other side of the ridge here. Wow. This mountain I've been taking pictures of. We're coming right up to the base of it. Turn and follow out that way. Came from up there and then along below the mountain. Beautiful. Headed down and out. Looking for the afternoon water. 0.3, 0.4 ahead. Down in that drain somewhere. Climbed 150 feet up a rocky path to get to this afternoon's water source. It's like an algae-filled box. Comes from a spring, I guess. Look back at where we've hiked. Exploring under the trees here for some campsites. This is like a big camp area. Day 32 dinner. Some ramen, peanut butter and chili, pad thai, pork. Day 33, woke up right there. Just finished breakfast here. Throw the pack on, head out. Sun's coming up behind the mountains there. It was a short quarter-mile to Chilson Camp. Good night. Now back on the AZT. Hopi Spring, water source for this morning. Nice, it's flowing over, so it looks like fresh water. Filtering water at the trail, down from Hopi Springs. 8 a.m. Beautiful temperatures, beautiful day. And we're almost done with the initial climb of the day, which is nice. Been climbing pretty much since we left camp at 5:30. Had a long water stop, but not sure where the top is here, but it's getting closer. And I'm right near the high point of the day. Looking back where we just were. Manzanilla-lined paths. $11 o'clock. Headed down. Find a place for lunch in a bit. I'm getting hungry. It's been a beautiful day. A few minutes ago we were up there walking across the top of that. We've circled around and come down looking for a lunch spot. Hopefully we're about to this top. It's a rough and rocky way to go. A little windy up here. So we'll just put our bag underneath there and catch water. Slow process. The big down begins. Got out of the saddle, out of the wind a little bit. I think that's the East Verde River Valley down there in the bottom. That's where we're headed, but we don't plan to get there today. It's too windy to camp up on top, so we started down. No campsites. And going down thousands and thousands of feet. Anyway, hit a low. Just sprawled out on the side of the trail. Got some nutrition in me. And maybe have to go a couple more miles. It'll be a huge day. We'll find a campsite eventually. Came down off the mountain there, 4,000 feet. And we found a spot right here. We are pooped. We crammed in here. Hard day made better with food. Day 34, starting with breakfast in bed. Just breaking down camp, day 34. The wind will be setting. The sun will be coming up. Cloudy day. Cloudiest morning so far on trail. Headed down to the East Verde River. 6:14 and the sun is shining over the mountain through the clouds as we approach the river. Beautiful morning. Good walking temperature. AZT continues down to the river here. Down in the river overflow area, banks. Haven't seen the river yet, but I know we're getting close. Well, here's the river now. Figure out how to get across without getting our feet wet or shoes wet. East Verde River. Walk just a little bit north in hopes of doing some rock hopping. We'll see. Oh yeah, right there. We got a way across from right down there, straight across. Down from the top of those distant mountains yesterday afternoon. It was a tough one. Now we have about 3,000 feet of climbing today. Beautiful water source for this morning. Right there. After the water stop, walked a couple hundred yards. Absolutely gorgeous morning. A little cloudy, but man, is it gorgeous. It's a brutal, steep climb. Wow. I think we're climbing all day, but this is one spot that's just steep. Got Swiss cheese rocks here. Crazy. Huh. Yeah, half a mile later, still walking through spooky skeleton rock. Holy stuff all over. Crazy. Pretty little valley we're headed for, but the trail to get down there is ugly. The worst, rockiest trail we've had for a while. They call it Rock Creek and Canyon. Not sure why, but there are a lot of rocks. Had a lot of rocks getting down here too. 2 o'clock, spitting rain. Less than 2 miles to go to where we plan to camp. So, see if we have to get the rain gear on or not. Well, I think we're leaving the wilderness that we've been mostly in for the last 4.5 days. Mazatzal Wilderness. Goodbye. Day 34. Hunkered in the tent. Tried to keep warm. It's going to be a cold night. Ice coming on the tent. Whoa. 6:30. Snow's getting a little deep out there. Getting up to a frozen world. That's snow on my tent and frozen all inside. See what it's like outside. It's gonna be crazy. I opened the fly. Snow fell into the vestibule. Yeah, I'm fixing coffee. Getting ready to light the burner. Day 35. 7.5 miles to go, and seems like a long way. Here's a picture of the other side of my tent where the fly's not open. Wow. Crazy, cray. Well, we walked up to the trail. We camped right beside it down here, and then the snowstorm hit. All I can say is, wow. get these tents sorted. I just rolled mine up into one wet package and put it on the bottom of a backpack. About time to hit the trail. Arizona Trail. Day 35. Wow, beautiful. Just walking in the arid desert. Dried up trees. Day 35. My cousin's last day with me on the trail. I'll be sad to see him go. All right, first sun for us. Been behind the mountain, but wow. It's a winter wonderland. Wow. Doing a little road walk. Just before 10, we're hearing road noise. Highway 87, getting ready to get to Pine. Maybe get to the trailhead in another 20 minutes or so. See my sweetie. Get some breakfast. On my last half mile with Mike. Day 37 ending where we left off day before yesterday. And be starting out alone this morning. See how long till we meet some friends. Love you. 337 miles to go. Wow. Say bye to Alice. Beautiful morning. Just 10 minutes in. 35 minutes in. Getting up a little bit. It's beautiful. Still climbing. Looking back at Pine there in the valley. Just switchbacks up the hill, so the view's the same as it was a bit ago, except a little higher. Hour and 20 minutes in, and at the top of this climb, I'm going to leave my view of Pine and Strawberry behind. 2 hours in, walking along the edge of the rim here for most of the rest of the day. It's beautiful, a little exposed. Temperature's nice. come around the corner to this beautiful view. About 9:20. Been making good time this morning. After the initial hour and a half climb, it's just been walking along the edge of the rim here. And the rim above me is just beautiful. The trail's still just circling and following along. Not much up, not much down. 10:04. Done 10 miles. And wow, looks like a good place for a rest and maybe get a little of that running water. Just climbing up from Geronimo Trailhead. Have a couple miles of gradual up. It's a beautiful morning, about 11 o'clock. Already done over 11 miles, I guess. Still climbing a little, right below the rim here. It's just gorgeous. Just about to get to lunch spot. Boy, what a beautiful hike this morning. It's 1:15. Had lunch over there under the trees. And now I'm gonna push a little further. Approaching 3 o'clock and the next water source is close. Still beautiful walking along here below the rim. It's just beautiful views. Climb this maybe first thing in the morning. Get up on top there. .445. Got trailhead. We find a place to camp. The East Verde River is right down here. So camping water, it's what I want. Guess that's the East Verde River as a creek almost. Thinking about making this work right here. Day 37. Got my tent set up. Supper, eating supper. Beautiful flowing creek river here beside us. Get back on that bridge down there in the morning and head out. Luxury at this spot. And it's 5:10 a.m. Get this pack on and get headed. Get to see my sweetie today. 17 miles. Camped right up there. There's a real bridge here. Unusual for the AZT. Time to climb the Mogollon Rim. 5:42. Just been walking along these creeks and streams that feed into the East Verde River. Beautiful, cool morning. Climbing up the rim. Multi-purpose trail. Power line and AZT and maintenance road, and still got half a mile to get up to the top. Whew, it's quite a climb. Somebody had time to build something. It has gotten quite steep coming up through here. Top's up there somewhere. Can't wait to get there. 7 o'clock and it's done. Oh, it took a while. About an hour and a half. As the trail continues. There's the cabin I've heard about. Built in 1918. Guess we'll keep plugging along. Mogollon Rim. Beautiful. I'm in the endless pine forest that I've heard about up here on the plateau. It's beautiful, nice walking, but not much variety to video. Stopped down here at Clear Creek for a bite and some water, and now I'm just gonna press on. Steep down to get down to the creek. I guess we have to climb now to get out of it. There's the car, there's my sweetie. 17 miles done for today. This is where I'll start tomorrow. There it is. 500 miles on the AZT. She walked with me to see the 500 miles. Helped me complete 500 miles. Nice.